Hey, what's up, everybody? Today this is the first vlog I'm doing on my palm tree collection, but I'm here in Virginia, in central Virginia, um, and I thought I have a lot of these, I've had a lot of them, and I've been growing them for quite some time now, and you know, I thought I might just go ahead and show you guys, if you're in a similar growing zone and climate, what you can grow here and how successful you really can be. So this is going to be kind of a full yard update plus some. So let's start over here. This is one of my Washingtonia robustas, Mexican fan palm. It's about, I want to say about 3 years old or so. It's really healthy, looking really nice. Over here I have some dying. Well, it's really weird because like these azaleas I bought at Southern States, they don't really seem to be doing well, except for this one. But anyway, over here is a musabaju. It just rained here. It was like 105 today, and then the rain kind of cooled down to about 80. So it's pretty nice. Today is June 10th, 2020. So yeah, this musabaju is going like crazy. These things fully hardy here. In the winter time, they'll just defoliate, and I don't. Some people, what they do is they chop down the stalks at the base and cover them with mulch. I don't need to do that here where we live, so I just chop the leaves off and leave it. Over here, I have a Livistona chinensis, Chinese fan palm, and this is a solid zone 8 bee palm. It's been growing pretty steadily over the last few months. I did have an inside over the winter. I actually got it this winter and put it in the ground during March. And as you know, we had several cold spells, but nothing really seemed to phase it that much, down to about 22 Fahrenheit, I think, during early mid-March, or maybe it was that little late February, I don't know. But anyway, it's doing great here. This area gets full afternoon sun. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I have a red obsidian banana, which is looking pretty decent. It did go through one frost that happened here in May. That was a very light frost, but yet still. And they don't typically like frost, but it did a lot better than I thought it would do. And now obviously it's loving it. Heat, humidity, wetness, which we're getting here for sure over the last month or so. And then here is actually a rescue sago palm, which I found this spring. It was completely dead, and I found it in a trailer. No soil or anything, just kind of a plant that people had thought had died, and so they just kind of put it in the trailer, discarding it or whatever. But I saw it and I was like, what's going to happen come May is it's going to explode and it's going to grow. And it was, obviously it's my hand. This is a very good sized trunk for a sago. And I was like, I can't waste this opportunity, And so I brought it home, put it in the ground. For a couple months, it just kind of sat. But it's in the last month, it has been steadily growing, and it's getting enormous. So I'm really stoked on that. Check it out. It's just growing better and better every day. So there's that. Over here is where I actually grow palms from seed. I have, well, this is one of the Livistonas that I had out during the winter, and no protection at all. Got down to about, I want to say 15 Fahrenheit was our lowest of the low temperatures, 15, 14, maybe 16. But anyway, it, as you can see, it completely defoliated basically, and it was left down to this here trunk. But no protection at all. It survived, and sorry about the focus. And it's growing. It's grown pretty good now. Obviously, there's got some green down in there and some letter. There's a green back there. But yeah, so that's growing. I have a pot full of sables. This is one that's growing. I got all the seed from Wilmington, North Carolina, which is lots of palmettos there and everything. A lot of family down there. But yeah, seed from Wilmington. It's hardy, so these sables should be fine. So I have a bunch of different seed here that I've collected, and this one is Washingtonia filibusta. It's a mix between the robusta and the Folifera, which is a California fan palm, which is more cold hardy, but also does not tolerate the wet, humid environments of the East, which we are living in. Oh, hey, check it out. I have another pot full of sables, and look, this little guy. He's popping right out. Check it out. New little sable palmetto. There you go. Hopefully it'll grow. But a pot full of sables there. But anyway, oh, check it out. One seeding or rooting right there. I think. Never mind. There's a one fertilizer. But anyway, these things are supposed to be more cold hardy than the robusta, but more water tolerant. So all around a better palm, really, for any colder winter area. Although this winter was it was an 8B, solid 8A winter for us, which honestly not bad. But here I have a Fiji fan palm, Protraria pacifica, and just seeds, 2 pots of 5, I think, and this is a pot of probably 7 sables. Some Trachycarpus, Fortunae windmill palms. Right here I have quite a few. I have some Pindo palm seeds. I've got Traveler's palm. Pindo palm is Butea capitata, obviously. What's this? Canary Island date. I have 2 pots of these, Phoenix canariensis. I have some pygmy date palms as well on the porch, just as porch plants. And this is a bag of Washingtonia robusta, which they haven't seemed to be growing, really. And over here is a Chilean wine palm, Jubea chilensis. So that's another one. I want to empty the water out of that. But here are some oranges I've been growing. You know, when you're growing citrus, obviously you want to have more rather than less, because some of them will survive, some of them won't. Like this little guy right here kind of kicked the bucket. But these 2 grown strong so far. This is my fastest growing of this batch. I also have 2 pineapples. I can do a video later on growing pineapples if y'all want, but it's really simple. And I have several pots full of papaya seed, which I kind of obsess over when I get a papaya. I'm like, gotta plant all this seed and it's gonna grow and I'm gonna get lots of papayas, and well, doing it all over again, so that's cool. Probably one of the oldest plants I have that really got me into palms and tropicals is this avocado here. I've had it for probably about 4.5 years, 4.5 years, and it's growing really, really well. It's loving it in the summertime. Did take a frost. The frost that happened in May, so this is my hand, and that's the leaf, one of the bigger leaves. Looking pretty good. But yeah, I really like this plant because in the summer, when it's like this, you know, today was 105, but it grows really, really well here, even in the wintertime indoors, you know. But it's beautiful. I like it. So there's that. Here is one of my pineapples, which I've shaded. But basically, this one's probably about 2-3 years old. Any time now, it should be fruiting. I have tried a few different methods to get it to fruit, but it's not really taking. So we'll see. But it's a decent size. Let me bring it out so you can admire it. It's a pretty good sized pineapple. Here's my hand on the pot. It's about a 3-gallon pot. But yeah, it's real nice. I'll let it get some rain as well. But over here is a cat palm, native to Mexico, and this one took the frost. A little bit of frost damage on it still, but you know, really not bad considering. Um, so I have this in the ground during the spring and summer months when it can handle it, but it's put out all this new growth. I think this one, honestly, I think about probably 7 to 10 fronds, new since it's been in the ground last month. So lots of new growth on this one. Very happy about that. And if we walk over here across the lawn, I have a row of palms. So this here is my pindo palm, and it's probably about 3.5, 4 years old. It's doing great here. Loves the spot. It's nice and sunny. Pretty much all day. It's raining now, of course, but you know, it's just my hand on the trunk. You know, decent sized trunk for this age palm for sure, but it's really healthy. Really likes it here. This is hardy to my growing zone, and under, so about 8A, 7B is our typical winter, but sometimes can get a little bit below that, but rarely. So technically it's a zone 7A, but we haven't had a winter like that in probably 10, 15 years. 10 years, not 15, maybe 8, but then again, I am optimistic. But this pindo is beautiful. BTA capitata. Have some seeds of this. I've been growing, and it's a really nice pinnate palm. Very cold hardy down to about, I want to say 10 degrees, if not a little bit below that, probably 8. It's the cold hardiness on this one, so it can tolerate moisture, you know, cold, dry. It's got really nice leathery leaves. I really like this palm, but you can't really find it in a nursery anywhere. I actually bought it online, but yeah, you know, definitely a zone 7B could make it for sure. 7A is questionable, but minimal protection there. 8A, obviously you're good on up, so 7B I'd rate this palm at. I can do some more palm reviews on all my palms really separately in a video, but this is kind of a longer video explaining all that I have. So over here is probably about a 4-year-old windmill palm that I've got, and it loves it here in the full sun alongside my house. And it's a pretty good sized windmill for its age. Here's my hand against the frond there, pretty nice, and around the trunk as well. The rocks fell out, whatever. So that's the hand around the trunk. They're kind of darkish, but you can kind of see that. It's really solid. It's got a little offshoot as well, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, windmill palm, Trachycarpus fortuna. It's a zone 7, definitely a zone 7 palm. I've seen it take temperatures of 0 degrees and not even care really. So these palms are extremely hardy to pretty much all environments that you got, anywhere from cold and dry. They actually do prefer it a little cooler, to be honest, especially in the fall and the winter. That's why you don't really see these often growing in Florida, because of how warm their winters are. It doesn't mind a hot summer for sure. That's why I can survive here in Virginia. But any climate that has freezing temperatures, this thing will do just fine in the winter time. So definitely Georgia on up through New York, I want to say, southern New York, Pennsylvania, parts of Pennsylvania, like southern parts and eastern parts more toward the ocean. It'll do fine northern wise. It's a zone, I'd say it's a solid zone 7A. It can naturalize in a zone 7 climate for sure. So yeah, these things are really hard. Like, they can take just about anything you give them and they won't even care, Same with the pindo over there. You could dig that thing up and probably wouldn't even notice. So as light's fading fast, it's about 8:45 here. This is my other Mexican fan palm, Washingtonia robusta. I realized I didn't really talk about this one much when I was over yonder. But basically, this is a Zone 8B palm. Solid Zone 8B. Now, I have seen them cultivated and growing along in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is a Zone 8A. Especially along Wrightsville Beach, they seem to be a lot more common and big, like really big, full size, and they can naturalize there. So I say they're hardy to an 8A, a warmer 8A, and an 8B for sure on up. But yeah, these things, as I said before, the big difference between the California fan palm Philifera and the Mexican fan palm Robusta is, they're both similar. They're native to similar areas. This one's native to Baja, Mexico, but it can take the water just fine. And you see these grown all along the southeast. So here's my handle on the trunk, which is a pretty decent sized trunk actually. But these are cultivated all along the East Coast. They're great for an East Coast climate. Even anywhere that has surface water on them, they will generally do fine in. Let me get everything exposure. So that's the trunk again. Really healthy roots this one has. And when you plant the Robusta especially, you want to have some roots above ground at least, so they can expand out a little bit more. But yeah, it's a really nice plant. Beautiful when grown. But yeah, so these will take the heat, will take the cold. I'd say down to about 18 Fahrenheit. I've seen lower. My other one that I used to have took around 14, and before it, kind of digressed. I don't want to say died because it's still kind of, the roots are fine, but I don't know. If you want to be safe about it, do protect it during the winter. I had one of these protected all winter long. It made it, and then one night when it got like 18 degrees, a cold snap happened, and the lights weren't plugged in. I just wrapped Christmas lights around them with burlap, and they're fine, honestly. I don't protect any other palm other than the Livistona during the winter, but yeah. So these things they're pretty adaptable, and they're really fast growing palms as well. Like this frond has been pushed out within 2 weeks probably, and this one, you'll have another one, but it's beginning to rain here again. But anyway, that's all my palms and such cultivating in the backyard. I have a smaller sago and a smaller Musabaju banana in the front, which you're really not missing much. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And if you want more palmy videos from Central Virginia, yeah, I'll be posting them. Palm reviews, how to grow, how to do, all stuff with palm related and tropicals. So yeah, until then, later.